Welcome to yet another episode of Simple Life in the Village, where today we get to preserve carrots using the old ways of preserving carrots. We know that seasons change. We are heading to dry spell. So when seasons change, because we don't do irrigation, we really have to know how to preserve food, or what you can do to preserve your food. So we are reviving the old skills of preservation of carrots. Here I have a few remaining carrots here, and I don't want them to wither. In the morning today, I sprinkled some water so that it is easier for me to remove. Can you see that? Yes, so those are carrots. So we are going to uproot. We are going to use a simple method of sand and box, or sand in a box. So that is our simplest method of preservation. So let's uproot the carrots. Uproot like this, and just this one is not a very good one. I think it has some deformities, but this is how we do it. So you just chop off the top like that, just like that, and you make it neat, and you don't remove the soil. So I put it in a bucket. So let me demonstrate how to do it. Let's uproot a carrot. This one is deformed. So many of them are deformed. Look at that. There's nothing beats a freshly harvested carrot. So what we do is you chop the end like that, and it is going to be preserved just the way it is. You don't wash it. You don't wash the carrots. So we just uproot like that, and we just, you see, very beautiful, very nice carrots. Have a look at that. We know that seasons change, so we really have to preserve. So I'll remove all these. Can somebody tell me why other carrots turn yellow like that? I don't know why. Let's look at the difference. They are so different. I've never known the reason. Look at that. This is the much I got from a very small space. We have actually used these carrots. We have been harvesting. We have been using. So because of the dry spell, that's why I'm removing. I'm getting them out so that I can preserve. So it's a lot. I thank God for it, for this. we'll use the water. We'll use also sand which has been washed. These are our carrots. We have here our, what do you call it, our box, our wooden box. I'm thinking of lining it with the boxes or cartons. I decided to line the box with the boxes. These are waste, but you can make a better one if you are in a position. So with my sand, my wet sand, I'll now put or pour the sand inside. That is the first layer. That is the first layer of sand. And then spread it very nicely like that. Now here we have our carrots. Let's get these ones aside, because we had said you cut like that. That's how you cut it. I hope you are seeing the first, like that, carrot. And it is always good to space, to give it space. No carrots touching each other. And you can put the other one upside down like that. The other one like this. Even this one I would have done that way. Just to maximize of the space. Just like that. Like that. Now after one layer, if the carrots are big, you can see mine are big. The layer of sand. Like that. And then you continue with another line of carrots. And remember, no carrots, this one is a twin one. No carrots touching each other. You can even cross others like that at the edge, especially the tiny ones, for maximum use of space. Just like that. These tiny ones go to the edge, just like that. Let me do all this. We had said after you finish a layer, now you cover with wet sand like that. I hope you are seeing. You cover with another layer of the sand. This is also called a carrot cellar. You can also call it a carrot cellar. It should be put under or place it a place where it's very cool, about 2 degrees centigrade, or even up to 4 degrees centigrade. So I think this is the last. I still have a few there, but I'll place them in a different container. I'll place them in a different container because I can see this one is full. It's not actually full, but I know the wood is weak, so I don't want it to get broken as I carry. So let me return these ones. I'll make another box later. I've done the last part. Just have a look. I realized the camera wasn't recording, so just have a look at the last part. Those are the carrots. So we cover. Remember, the sand is wet. You really have to use wet sand so that it keeps the box cool. Remember that we had said it really needs to be cool at about 2 degrees, between 2 and 4 degrees centigrade. So it's always good for it to be cool. I'll show you where I place, and I'll show you a few carrots that I had placed in a bucket in April. Have a look at that. You see, it is showing signs of regrowing. You see that? And it is still very fresh. If I can break it, oh, the sun, look at that. It is showing that it is still very fresh. So these ones are a few months old. There are several inside. You see these ones? I have several of them inside. See, look at that. But it's not best to use a plastic container. The best is a box, just the way I showed you. So I'll keep them. I have somewhere where I'm going to store. A simple life in the village calls for reducing waste. You don't waste. Even a tiny carrot like this can save you during a rainy day. So to be self-sufficient, you really need to cut on waste. You don't waste, you keep and use. So I think that is our last layer. So I layer up the sand. I layer up with the sand. So, and then after layering, you remember I said we put some water because we need to keep it cool. Not a lot, just a little water. Just a little water, like that. The water will stay there because I need to be watering often. Reasons why I choose to preserve my own carrots the old way, the old-fashioned way, using the old skills. Now, the first reason is food security. I get to have food security. I am assured of the carrots that I'll get them whenever I need. So I think that is the first reason, and very important reason to have the carrots. Now the other reason is for energy independence. Because I'm using the sandbox method or way of preservation, I'll not get bills because I'm not using the fridge. A simple life in the village calls for being self-sufficient and also using what you have to be, and avoiding bills. That is, if possible, whenever possible. So the other one is for economic aspect. I'm not worried that I don't have money to go and buy whatever I need. If I need the carrots and I don't have the money, I'm not worried because already I have the carrots. And also it makes me save what I would have used to go and buy the carrots. So that is an economic aspect. Another economic aspect is that at times when you go to the market, the prices may be high. So if you have yours, I think that is a wise way of self-sufficiency and living a simple life. So if you have yours, you will not use cash. So the other reason is for emergency preparation. All of us know that when there was COVID, it was really difficult for us to go to the market. It was not allowed. So you never know what may come. So it is always good to have something in store. Now the other reason is to free the space. You saw where I removed the carrots. It is now free. I can now start, or I can now prepare the land or that portion in preparation for another crop. So I think that is also another plus. The other one is for nutritional aspect or value. I get to have the nutrition the carrots provide anytime, whenever I need. Now, the last one, and a very important one, is reconnecting with ancestral knowledge or the skill. We know that our ancestors did not use fridge. The fridges came later. So I continue the old skills, which still works, and I don't have to pay bills. So I think it is also a plus. It is a plus. So if you liked it, if I convinced you to do it, I hope you can try out. That's it. We just completed our preservation of carrots using the old way, the simple life in the village. This isn't only about preserving food, it's about freedom, and it is always good to learn a new skill. What other preservation or what other thing would you like to see me preserving? Tell me in the comments. Until next time, have a plate full of vegetable salad with carrots. See you.